Alright, well here's part of my raised bed I'm building. I'm actually framing it up on my trailer because of two things. One, it's level surface, and two, it's up off the ground. I don't have to bend over to mess with it. So this design is basically from Doug on Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. If you're not friends with them, you must be new to the YouTube Homestead Network, because they're some of the pioneers. So check them out, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. But this is based off of Doug's design, minus a couple of things. One, he uses cedar boards, and around here in Florida it's a little bit tougher to get some at a decent cost. And yes, this is treated lumber. Some people think that, well, maybe that's not good for your soil and it could bleed into your food. I guess that's a risk I'm gonna have to take, because I don't want my lumber to rot and stuff. Now, what I've done on this specific one that you can see, other than use the boards. Now Doug, he used, the post in each corner, then the 2x6/8 all the way across. Like if you look on the front of the trailer, I just got them stacked up right there. But what I've done is, somebody had a very large privacy fence put up in their yard, but they didn't want it 6 feet. So they had the person that put it up cut every single board, and they had this stuff stacked up and didn't need it, so they gave it to me. Now I've got all this free little pieces, and I've had them for about a year or two, not knowing what to do with it. And guess what? I figured it out. I'll show you this side of my bed. See? Now check that out. That's just dog-eared fence board, but that's going to be the side of a couple of my raised beds for my garden this year, until I run out of dog-eared fence boards. And I don't know, I might buy some more. I don't know that I'd want to spend the money on them, but being that I got it. And right now also, another thing that's on my trailer is I can pick the trailer up and move it around the yard and put the bed wherever I need to put it. So there's Max, dog. How about it, Max? Hey buddy. So I just thought I'd get a little bit of filming on this. I don't too much film myself doing the work, but I just, most people want to see the finished product, and that's kind of what I'm going to do with you here. So stay tuned. I'll have a little bit more to show you here a little bit later. All right, here's Leland. He's adding some screws to it. I'll film him working. So we're just putting 2 screws in each board, and we're putting them opposite corners of each other. I mean, that's fine. It shouldn't go nowhere. All right, I think you got another board there. You got to pull him up, son. You want to get him up there level with the top of the support board right there. Yeah. You could start your screw and don't go all the way through, and then lift it up and get it level where you want to, yeah? Don't put it in the center. Put it on the left, more on the left. Right there. Just get him started first. Just get him in there. All right, now, hang on. All right, now, no, you're good. You're fine. You're fine. Just pick your board up with your left hand. Leave it at an angle. That's fine. Pick your board up and level it, and then take your other hand with the drill and slap him in there. There you go. Now just push on it with your right arm and squeeze at the same time. Hit it hard, fast. Good job, good job. Put one more at the bottom, and then we'll have to go find some more of these boards. And we're not going to get it done today because we waited too late. As usual, the weekend comes and we're busy doing everything but what I need to get done. So we're going to work on this today, and maybe tomorrow before the rain, if the rain will hold out till a little bit later. Oops. Make sure your foot's on it.
Yep. It's on.
Okay. More in here.
I got it.
Oh, that's almost too much. Let's see. All right. All right, it's Sunday morning. Leland and I was, and I'm out of breath a little bit. I just moved this thing, but we framed up our second raised bed. And like I said before, you see the fronts and the backs not on. That's just so I can pick them up and move them, because this isn't going to be their permanent home. But once I get them in place where I want to put them, then I'll put the front and the back on it before we fill it up with dirt. The plan, like I said before, maybe if I said before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a billboard sign and lay it down on the ground and put these on top of it before I fill them up with compost. And I shouldn't have a problem with moles coming up through that billboard, and then we'll, gravel in between it or something. But like I said, this is it. They're 2 4x8s. Hey son, walk over there so we can get an idea of how tall it is. It's just 2 feet tall. Here's Leland. So I've got enough lumber to do 2 more of these bad boys, but we got bad weather rolling in, so it's time to put these things up and pick up our mess. And I got one more project I need to get done before the rain sets in. So all right, we'll keep you posted on a little bit more later. Oh, wait a second. There's the hound dog. He's met Max. This here's Elvis right here. That's his buddy. All right, guys. See ya.